Welcome.
So this is our official introduction to our new channel, Ashland Inside Outpost, for all kinds of different news and whatnot. We'll get into that later. I'm Brad.
Chase. Dan.
And we just want to make a quick introductory video introducing ourselves, and I wanted to share with you two something I read and saw last night, and I wanted your opinion on it, because I have an opinion.
We all do.
It's not going to be a popular opinion, but it's going to be an opinion nonetheless. So, Doctor Strange to the Multiverse of Madness. Oh, wait a minute. I have to unironically wear this hat while I talk about it.
There you go.
Because I was done after Avengers Endgame.
There you go.
The whole crux to it is, there's going to be, he's going to travel through whatever, Wanda's going to, whatever. So apparently he's going to travel to a different universe that has an Avengers team that has, Tony Stark still alive, Black Widow still alive, all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right. Tony Stark, in this alternate reality, is going to be rumored to be Tom Cruise. The Oprah gift where he's just so excited about Katie Holmes he can't control himself. Have you seen the one where he's
jumping on the Audi? You get a Stark Industries. You get a Stark Industries.
Have you seen the one where it's the same? It's a gif of him jumping up and down with Oprah, but it's like the Emperor's lightning just shocking the hell out of her.
I have not, but I will find it.
I will forward it to you. So not only that, Black Widow will be played by Emily Blunt.
Okay.
Apparently they were like one of the first choices to play the actual roles back in 2008 and 2010. Thank you, respectively. John Krasinski, who was what's the guy on The Office? Jim. Yeah.
Supposed to play Cap.
I'm a Friends guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's supposed to play Cap, but it's Hydra Cap.
Okay.
With the black suit and the red stripe with the snake head.
Yeah.
So here's the big one. To reprise his role one last time,
Edward Norton
is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Huh.
I say one last time because they keep saying it's the last.
Yeah.
The last. Yeah.
So that's not all. There's one last piece of business before we go back to what we were doing. So that will open up a whole can of worms, which of course we've discussed, me and Dan discussed over the weekend, but I think me and you Monday spoke briefly about it, as Jamie Foxx's Electro coming back.
Yes.
In the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So the new rumor is...
Sinister Six.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
The SpiderMan, which you had said something earlier.
Yeah.
SpiderMan Homecoming.
Right.
SpiderMan Far From Home.
Right.
I'm guaranteeing you the next movie in the MCU trilogy is Spider-Man No Place Like Home. Hear me out. Allegedly, they're getting Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and they're going to do their own little Spider-Verse movie.
Yes.
All
And
right?
if they do that, if they bring Miles Morales into the picture, it all kind of makes sense.
The uncle that's already been introduced in Homecoming.
Exactly.
Donald Glover.
Yes,
That's fine.
right. Yep.
I'm thinking the movie will play out like I haven't seen the Spider-Verse animated movie. Yes, in the comments, just go ahead, do your thing. Shut up. So I don't like DC either.
To be honest, haven't seen it.
Local channel explodes. So
Mr. Ransom, I don't feel so good.
So anyway, I think that Michael Keaton's coming back as Vulture.
Returns, yeah.
In Morbius.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
That's everything out.
All right. So Morbius, I think, is coming out before the third Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So in the comics, what was the major Morbius Spider-Man connection? One of the. Didn't he make a deal with Mephisto, and Morbius was there to undo his identity, so he could, after Civil War, to go back to the way things were, but he had to lose Mary Jane and Aunt May in the process.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't care. So So my thinking is, all right, they're having their cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's contract with the MCU is probably up after this.
Yeah.
All right. Sony can have him back. They do sort of kind of the same deal, but in the MCU style, of some sort of deal that undoes J. Jonah Jameson outing him and the video footage of Jake Gyllenhaal Mysterio outing him to the world. It undoes that, but in doing that, it rewrites everything to where Tom Holland is now erased from the MCU, because they have the rights to Spider-Woman, so they could just, MCU has the rights to Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
They could introduce her, and I think they are, right into Disney Plus. Tom Holland could go back to Sony full-time. He can do the Venom Carnage stuff.
Yes.
He could do the Sinister Six stuff, and then down the line they could strike another deal, Secret Wars.
So shut up and take my money.
What did I tell you about the Roman Reigns stuff? We'll get to the wrestling stuff. License to print money.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what I,
It's extremely
in my
feasible.
very,
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very, very extremely tiredness brain was going, well, this could happen.
No way.
There's a Noah.
But
WandaVision looks like it's going to suck.
But in my dimension,
In my world, everything ended after Endgame. It just dawned on me that I left something very important. We're making a list of content that we want to bring to you people. So just stay tuned. It's coming. We have a fourth, Mike, who's doing RVA Fashion Week this week. I'll have all of his information below if you want to check him out. He's an excellent photographer. He's going to be our photographer. So look forward to bringing him back next week. We'll get some locations. We're working on a studio. We'll get there. But it reminds me that we all four went to see SpiderMan Far From Home. Gan's already laughing because he knows where I'm going with this. My expression during the whole movie was pissed, to say the least. That's a story for another day. So this is our little introduction to the channel. Chase, do you have any closing remarks?
We're gonna have fun with this. If you want, with this video, go ahead and jot down the names of any strangers you may have hugged at the end of Infinity War. Because we was shook. Oh, we was all shook.
Oh yeah,
The blip.
yeah.
The blip.
Well, before it was called the blip.
He's not 21.
The guy's name was Brad. How ironic is that? Dan, any last thoughts before we close out our first unofficial official video?
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, you've been warned. Stay tuned. Oh, and remember, Hail Hydra.